We're here again with Dario, Dario Napoli. We're in Italy. We're lucky enough to catch up with each other here, and Dario is going to tell us something about what he thinks is basic when you're practicing your guitar.
Yeah.
So what will it be about this time?
Yeah. So basically, I'd say that in my experience, most players that start playing this or even advanced, they tend to use backing tracks, which
You're talking about solo players.
yeah. About if you're playing solo, right? And backing tracks now, there's a huge wave, and I think Dennis Chang did a great job, and Gonzalo also. A lot of people use their backing tracks that are done very well. But I think it's if you're Gypsy or if you're around a lot of musicians, then you're going to be playing a lot and jamming, and you don't need them. But many other players maybe live in places where they have nobody else to play with, and they just kind of get used to playing with backing track, and then they never really work on their rhythm. But so I would say the next best thing is to make your own backing tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're able to do that very well, I think the next step is to be able to start playing songs without backing tracks, and for example just with a metronome, so that forces you to really have in mind the harmony and not have to need it. And
Mm-hmm.
so
So you're not so dependent on hearing the chords.
On hearing the chords, so it forces you to know the structure and know what chords
and also to be able to feel the timing inside of yourself without having somebody else play the rhythm.
Yes, exactly. So that makes you more secure as a solo player.
So, and you practice that in what way?
You take a song that you're familiar with, or maybe not, but just really be able to force yourself to play hearing the chords. So I'm going to do a little example, and maybe you can guess what song it is, or maybe not. I'll tell you maybe later.
So you use the metronome with it?
In this case I can do it without, but I think it helps maybe at first.
Yeah. So now.
So, if you know what song this is, I hope. But anyway, I thought this was out of nowhere, and
yeah.
you just.
I was at first I thought it was out of nowhere. Then I thought no, it had to be you. Also starts with G major 7, no, was out of nowhere. Yeah, okay, go.
Yeah, and so a couple times, I felt like I was off the time actually, and it was good to. I kind of had to rein myself in, but you just have to know the chords. You have to know. It helps a lot. I mean, everybody says, "Oh, you play." I mean, yes, you have to hear things independently from the chords, but it just helps so much if you actually do know what the chord is under, and then do your thing, I guess.
You can imagine what it sounds like, what the chord sounds like, so you can imagine how to solo over it.
And it gives you the freedom. Then when you play to anticipate things, and you know what chord is coming, and you know how to build it up, and make the best of it, I guess. Instead of running after it.
Yeah.
When you don't know well the chords, maybe there was this, but then it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's too late. This way, it's the opposite. You learn how to. Okay, that A minor is going to E7, so I'm gonna work my way to E7 how I want it. I
Yeah.
want it to be,
And I want to be there on time.
and I want to be there on time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then the next step would be hear the metronome and the chords in
Yes,
your, yeah.
and hear what you want to play.
Yeah.
So be able to sing what you play, I think, is
Yeah.
the next video.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Thank you.